Hello guys and welcome back. Today we aren't gonna do any get ready with me or any like super fast speed up videos of music in the back. It's actually me speaking. I didn't know what I wanted to film today, but I knew that I wanted to film so bad, so I decided to do a wing liner tutorial because it is something that I have been doing my whole life. I started doing eyeliner when I was in 7th grade. Eyeliner is the reason why I started makeup in the first place. So I wanted to really get back to basics and show you guys how I do liner and eyeliners that I like to use, and hopefully that works out for you guys and you can see how I do it, because I'm always getting so many people telling me how to do liner at work, at school, out in the street, on the train. People always like, your eyeliner is so perfect, how do you do that? Do you use tape? Do you clean it up with concealer? Like what do you do? So I really wanted to make a video to show you guys how simple it is, because it really is so easy, and I feel like people psych themselves out and make it seem like it's so much more harder than it really actually is, and it really isn't that hard at all. Well, not to me, but yeah, so I just wanted to film this today to show you guys how to do a wing liner tutorial. I don't know when I'm gonna post because it's like sporadically, but if you want to see more of my videos and you want to like know when I'm posted, ring the bell or press the bell, subscribe, and thumbs up if you like it, because that works for me, right, yes. But yeah, like who doesn't love eyeliner? Like I used to not wear no makeup, no foundation, no concealer, no eyebrows, no lipstick, just eyeliner, just wing liner. That was my thing for like my first like 2 years of high school, and then I incorporated shadows and stuff. So that's why I wanted to make this video, to show you like the basics. I feel like every eyeshadow look I do use eyeliner. I have the same eye shape as me. That's even better, because I feel like with my eyes, because my eyes kind of like are droopy a little bit, it was so hard for me to like learn how to do eyeliner, but practice makes perfect. Do it every day and you shall see results. Like you're gonna see results. Like you're gonna be like, damn, I got better at this. How the fuck did I get so good at this? Because you're doing it every day. Hello. Hi guys, thank you for staying. So this tutorial today is going to be all about winged eyeliner. Something that is so important to me in my life, because I think I do wing eyeliner like every day, but also because a lot of people always ask me since like 7th grade, since I've been doing liner, how do you do it? So I just decided before, you know, I start getting into more complex tutorials about, you know, eyeshadows and, you know, other things, that I would go to with the basics, and that's wing liner. So when I think about makeup and where I first started, it was with wing liner. So yeah, I'm just going to show you my top 3 liners that I like to use, and then we'll get into talking about other videos. So I wanted to do something that was easy and quick so that I can talk and you guys can follow step by step what I'm doing. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is my favorite eyeliners to use. Depending on the person you are, your eye shape, and what type of tip you like for your eyeliner, that's all gonna go based on your style, what you like. My favorite eyeliners to use, and I'm gonna go by the first that I discovered to like the last ones that I discovered. So the first eyeliner that I've ever used since I was like in 7th grade is the Wet n Wild Mega Liner, and I've been using this one for ever, like since I started using wing liner, and that was literally in 7th grade. So this was my first baby. I just recently went back and bought a whole bunch of them because I was like, these are so good and they're super affordable, only like $3.99. I love Wet n Wild. It's like cruelty free, vegan, and it's affordable. It's a great brand. And I really love this wing liner. So I use this one like every day. Well, almost every day. But I do use this one every day. It has a felt tip. I like felt tips. So it's kind of like a, it almost feels like a marker. It's not like a brush. Their old one used to be more like a brush type. That one I really liked too, but this one's okay. I like this one. The felt tip is good when you first buy it. It's really like hard and precise, but after a while I feel like the product inside kind of dissolves the sponge or whatever makes the felt tip, so it gets kind of like mushy, so it's not as precise as you would want it. So the second eyeliner that I love is from the Balm Cosmetics, and it's called Schwing. This eyeliner I've been using for like a good 4 years. I love this one. It's a lot pricier than the Wet n Wild one, and now that I've experienced a lot of eyeliners, it's kind of like the same thing. They both have that felt tip, and then after a while of having it, it does get mushy, so you definitely have to buy a lot. And this one, since it's 18, I think it's a little more like, do I need it? As far as the Wet n Wild one, you can probably buy it like every month or so, and it's not that like hard to replace, whereas this one, it is $18. So if you do fall in love with it, to replace it is going to be a little bit, you know, it's going to be a little expensive. But you know, if you're on a budget, I definitely recommend this one. It's so good. It's so black, it's matte, it's fucking beautiful. And every time I wear this one, I get so many compliments like, what eyeliner are you using, what eyeliner are you using? And it's always this one. Every time I wear this one, I notice that I get the most compliments. So yeah. Another style that I like, that I just came across this, and I never thought that I would like them, because I did try other ones from like drugstore brands, but not particularly this one that I started out with. This is from Clinique, and this is the Pretty Easy Liquid Eyelining Pen, and it has like that brush tip, so it's not a felt tip at all. It kind of has like, I don't know, like bristles at the end. It almost reminds me of the Kat Von D one. I don't know if it's the ink liner or the tattoo liner, but it's not like that hard marker tip. It's more of like a brush, and it kind of moves, so you have more like precise, you can kind of do small strokes instead of just one line across. And I really like these, and this, it's only been like, it's been less than a year, probably like a couple of weeks that I've been playing around with this type of one. And I remember when I purchased the Kat Von D one, I didn't like it. I don't know why, but I wasn't really a fan of it at first because I wasn't used to it. But when I got this one, I was like, this one's not that bad, like it's kind of cool. And you can, instead of like doing one line across, you can kind of like play around with it. This is the one that I'm actually going to use with today because I'm so comfortable with using it. So I will show you when I do the liner how I do it. But get started. I did add a little bit of mascara because my eyelashes get so white with like the powder that I use, so I didn't want to look like I had white lashes. But yeah, this is not a voiceover, this is actually me speaking. So yeah, I'm going to go in and do my eyeliner now, and I want to show you guys step by step how I do this. This is the whole point of the tutorial today. So when people mostly ask me like, how do you do your eyeliner so perfect, what do you use, I don't really think it's so much about what you use or how you use it, or you know, it's really based on practice. I feel like practice makes perfect. I like this angle, like just looking at my eye and talking. Cool. So yeah, it's kind of like if you do something every day, you kind of get used to it. It's almost like muscle memory to me. So I can probably do eyeliner with my eyes closed or with no mirror. Maybe I should do that. Maybe that should be something that I do next. But yeah, practice makes perfect. And I feel like also the your tools and what you use also play a big part in how you want to do your eyeliner. So there's different types of eyeliners you can use. I like liquid, there's gel and cream, but liquid is my favorite. I feel like it's the easiest to use. I feel like gel, since you need a brush with it, I feel like I'm always losing something. So if I have the gel liner, let's say I didn't pack a brush with me, I would be hysterical, and then I would just go to the store and buy eyeliner, so a liquid eyeliner. So either which way, I'm always using liquid. So I'm gonna stop rambling because I'm talking a lot, because I'm very passionate about eyeliner. Eyeliner is the reason why I got into makeup. So we're going to start now. What I like to do is, especially if you're using a marker, make sure you shake it up so that, you know, all the product is at the tip. And I know there's some people that start at the end, like at the flick of their line, which that's cool if you start here, but I feel like it'll be very hard to match for me. So how I like to do it is I like to start in the middle of my eye, just like that, and then I will make the flick. So it should look like that, and I start in the middle of my eye because that's where I want it to be the most thick. So if I start from the corner, I feel like a lot of people are heavy-handed, so if you start from the corner, the eyeliner is just going to be too thick in the corner, and then it's going to look crazy. So even though that is a look you can do, but I feel like when you're just doing liner by itself, you should not have it so thick in the front, because you also want to see your eyelashes. And depending on your eye, if your eye is more small, I mean, I do have a lot of space and I can do a thicker liner, but I tend to like not want to do that because that's not a look to do like every day. But if you do have a smaller eye, you want to be very vigilant where you place your eyeliner. So that's why I like to start in the middle, because the middle is where like it should be more thicker than the front, and then it's more okay. So now this is where you would determine where your flick is going to be. So I kind of like to do it a little more like up, like this part, and again you have to feel your eye shape. So if you have a similar eye shape towards mine, that's perfect, because you can do a lot of the same steps that I'm doing. Again, if your eye is smaller, you will probably have to be more careful on where you put your wing at. So for this part, I like to go right like where the crack is, in between like the top line and the bottom line, and I just connect the two just like that. I do bring it out more, but I do that later. So now I would look down and I'm just going to fill in, and with this pen you can see it kind of like moves. It's really like flexible, so I don't have to worry about it being too stiff. And I filled it in. So that's how it should look. We're not done yet though, because there's a lot more that we're gonna do. So now what I do is I'm going to do more of the front. So now I want to see how it's going to look on my whole eye, the whole line, and make sure that everything is perfect. Now I like to do my liner thick, just because my eye shape, I do have like bigger eyes, so I don't mind having a thicker liner. If you want it to be thinner, then you would connect and make it a lot smaller at the gap here. So now I'm just going to drag it more because I do want it to be a little more pointier. And now is a time where I just play with it and really see where everything is, how everything is looking. So you can see that it is pretty, you know, straight and close to perfect. Not perfect, but close to perfect. Usually at this point I will put my lashes on, and then after I put my lashes on, I'll see how thick or thin I should make my liner, or if I need to add more. So that's why in the front I don't really spend too much time on now, because when I put my lash on, I'm gonna have to add more eyeliner to cover the lash band and to make it thicker and stuff like that. So we did my right eye, and now I'm gonna do my left eye. So, excuse me. I'm like cooking now and stuff, so I'm like tasting my food. So, yeah. Again, I'm like always going back in and trying to make it perfect, because hello, you're not perfect, but your makeup can be, so don't ever forget that. All right, so now we're going to start with the left eye. I can't get over like how white my lashes are. Like, I've never noticed that because I've always wear lashes. I don't know, I've just never noticed it, and now that like I'm on camera and I can see my eyes on camera close, I'm like, fuck, I always have powder in my eyelashes. How do you stop that? Maybe you have to like get a spoolie and like dip it in water and like go through your lashes. I don't know. If anyone knows how to like prevent this, or to like wipe it away afterwards, that when you put mascara on it doesn't look like this, let your girl know. All right, so again, we're going to start in the middle of the eye. Mapping out how I want the, I don't know how to go, like how I want it to look. Like, I want to graph it out first before I fill it in and make it thick and everything. And then now, right where the corners meet, I'm going to connect them. So it's so easy. I know people make it seem like it's so hard, but it's not. When I first started doing liner, and I'll give you a little trick, because hello, I'm gonna give all the fucking tea. I used to hold my eye back. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I'll do it when I'm in a rush, but for the most part I try to do it this way, because this way is accurate. Because when you pull your eye back and you let go, your eye is not going to be the same as it was when you pulled it back. So I had to like train myself on not to do that. So if you feel like you want to hold your eye back, by all means do that. If you're first starting and you don't feel comfortable in just like freehanding it without holding your eye, or you feel like you're gonna blink and you might mess up, definitely hold it back, but don't hold it too far back, like because then when you let go, it's gonna actually be like more crooked. It's not gonna be a straight line. So when I close my eye, you can see the line I made. It's almost like connect the dots to me. So now what I do is I'm just gonna fill it in. And by the way, when you're doing eyeliner, I just want to let you know that one of the good things, or a trick that I can tell you, is don't breathe at all. Don't breathe, don't blink, be so still that like act as if you're like underwater. There we go. And don't do much movements, and don't have anyone next to you. Like, concentrate. You have to concentrate when it comes to this, because if you're not,
importante para ti. Lo que duele más es saber que ya no soy importante para ti. Y para pegar rollos son ay que grevas me lo dejo. Y para pegar rollos son ay que grevas.
So yeah, this is the finished look. You can always do a liner with any eyeshadow look that you do. So this is just the basics. I just wanted to show you guys how to achieve an eyeliner look super easy, super quick. Yeah, I hope you enjoy, and if you like these videos, thumbs up. Oh god. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't want to sound big as fuck. I really don't. I didn't even do my hair. Look, when you try to like rush through shit, don't even do your hair. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. To my channel. To my channel. To my area. I don't know. Yeah, to my channel. Down below. No, I'm just fine.